Hey guys, first regardsman here, and I'll be talking about something a little bit tragic, which is that the Pyreblaster build, the MCRIB of all builds for the tactical class, is unfortunately in its last week. It's the last era, really, of Space Marine 2, because coming in next week with patch 14, they are nerfing the Pyreblaster burn. It will no longer function with the Aspect Scan multiplier, which is a pretty tragic event. I mean, we kind of saw this one coming, but it's still kind of sad to see it go. And on top of that, the crack and penetrator rounds bug, where you can swap to your bolter weapon while the burn effect is active and get this 50% buff on the burn, that is also going away next patch. So I'm using this build one last time because unfortunately the era of the MCRIB, it is over. So the way you build this up for the last week is that you take a Pyreblaster. Either variant is perfectly fine. I just prefer the venting speed version to shoot for longer because we do have Emperor's Vengeance on this class, so this gives us, like, you know, infinite ammo anyways. Now for the perk tree on this, I do take the perk Improved Vast Venting first. I'm moving here into the perk Eternal Flame, the perk here Potent Flame, into the perk Flame of Ascension, and then we pick up Potent Flame again down here into the perk Flash Burn, and the final perks here are Resilient Flame and of course Pure Flame to get even more burn damage, because as of right now, the burn damage is the absolute king, but not for much longer. Now, the reason I like Resilient Flame here as well is that this basically makes it so your Pyreblaster will fire immediately on the burn with like a single button press, usually like a little bit of a charge of time, which does kind of suck. Now for the secondary weapon here, we do have the Heroic Heavy Bolt Pistol. I just prefer this one to stop reinforcement calls. It really does not matter which bolt pistol you take. You can take a Firepower version 1, a Relic tier, even the standard bolt pistol will work with this. All you really need on this one is to swap to your bolter weapon while your burn effect is going on the Pyreblaster, and it will apply that crack and penetrate rounds buff for a 50% damage increase on the burn tick, so really good for that. Now for the perk tree here, I do start off with the perk Divine Might first, moving here into the perk Perpetual Penetration, and then I got the perk here Increased Capacity, Extended Magazine, into the perk here Death Strike, and the final perks here are Great Might, the perk Discipline, up here into the perk Strong Finish, and the final perks are Headhunter, Gunstrike Reload, and Tactical Precision. That's all there is for this one, and on a bolt pistol I probably set it up this way. That's pretty much what I say on the secondary. Now for our melee weapon selection, I do take a Heroic Chainsword of the White Scars variant, mainly because a block weapon with the Pyreblaster is super nice, because in a lot of cases you just want to be hip firing on this thing, and when you have a Gunstrike active in Space Marine 2, you are unable to hip fire simultaneously, and because of that, block charges and blocking, or perfect blocking, does not give you a Gunstrike at all, which is super nice to just go back into that hip fire immediately. Now for the perk tree here, it's pretty standard. I start here with the perk Perpetual Strength, moving here into the perk Swift Recovery, then we pick up the perk here Perpetual Strength again, up here into Perpetual Strength again, and the final perks here are Reverberating Impact, Combined Onslaught, Heavy Onslaught, Full Throttle for the combo skip, and your choice of like Hard Target in Majora Slayer, or down here for Minora Slayer and Extremis Slayer, but that's up to you. Now for the perk tree here, of course we take Crack and Penetrate rounds first, because this is how you make the bug work. And like I said before, all you have to do is just swap to your bolter while you are doing literally anything like a plasma in your primary, or the burn effect on the Pyreblaster, and you will get this bonus damage. Next perk here is Heightened Vigor, just to have no knockback, and the next perk is of course Emperor's Vengeance for our ammo economy. Then I pick up the perk here Secure Stockpile, because 60-second equipment to your entire team is like fucking OP in this game. I'm surprised they haven't nerfed this one yet, but like here's hoping they don't. Next perk here is Vital Data, and the final perks are Precise Calibration, Concentrated Fire, and Radiant Impact, which is really all you need on this build, because at the moment, when you put down the Aspect Scan on a burning enemy, you will positively cook them, because all of these perks together will make your Aspect Scan bonus like a 300% damage bonus, which is kind of nuts, so definitely pick these up. Now for the Prestige perk options, I take Acuity first, because for whatever reason, the Pyreblaster will trigger headshot damage, and next perk here is Skill Supplier, Resilience, and Fortitude, and that is all there is for this build setup, guys. And unfortunately, that is probably the last time I'll ever talk about an Aspect Scan Pyreblaster build. And once again, the Tactical has a fabled archived build, the previous one being the Bolt Rifle Grenade Launcher option, where you can just spam like 10 grenades at once with Emperor's Vengeance. But that's all I have to say in this one, guys. Here's some gameplay of this build for good old times on Decap, and as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye. There it is. There's that OP burn damage, never to be seen again. Very tragic. So this build is getting nerfed next patch, mainly because the Pyreblaster Aspects will no longer be functional together. or I should say the Pyreblaster's burn will not benefit from the Auspex, which is very tragic on its own, but more importantly, back and penetrator rounds will also not affect the burn. This is the last, like, week or two. It will actually work. And for anyone wondering why we had 3 calling enemies, we have coordinated calls and Tsunami on for hard strat solo right now. Alright, so this guy. You were primed for this. So you just put the Auspex down for applying the burn, or even before. You just swap. I mean, they will die. But the ones who are on fire will anyways. I would say that's the most efficient use of your Auspex he does the showcase, just because you usually want Extremis in there to trigger that. I like the dream for the Pyreblast right now, isn't it? Is decapitation still the fastest mission to beat? Well, it's never the fastest mission, it's just the most consistent when you're leveling. You can level up faster on missions like Obelisk and stuff like that, but if you complete them every single time with a team, that is. But for general gaming, with like a normal ass team that is not just carrying you through, and you're kind of an easy time leveling on your own, this is the fastest.
Their numbers are no match for our training. Second wave headed toward us. Mark that foe before it calls for reinforcements. Objective on the other side.
What are your PC specs? They're in the description. You want them all. They're right there.
Taking from the tower, Captain.
Oh,
The
perfect.
Munitorum does not store explosives to Codex Astartes standards. Look, enough to demolish the bridge.
Alright, so we're just gonna get another burn stack on him here, and then we're just gonna put down Auspex and cook him.
It dug its own grave.
I'm gonna ram to the wall though, that'd be nice.
We require multiple detonations for our demolition.
Very unfortunate lictor in the middle of that, but whatever.
A most impressive fencing, brothers. We require multiple detonations for our demolition.
You guys know when I said the MCRIB is back? Well, the MCRIB is really just a seasonal event, okay? This might be back again next year.
Executing countermeasures.
Yo, Ravine, what's up, Ravine? I'm doing, dude. We're currently doing a last hurrah of what is soon to be a cycled out MCRIB.
We require multiple detonations for our demolition.
Well, fights like an advertisement for the White Scar's Chainsword, and White Scar's Chainsword is definitely the best chainsword in the game right now. This thing's kind of nuts. It's really just a better version of the old chainsword, the Artifice, right? It's like only slightly different to the second one.
Get eyes on this Xeno scum.
The second one doesn't give you a lot, but
Munitions here.
I can charge.
Direct me to where I can place these charges.
This is leaving the Prime sub Ravine. You say, a streamer, Taco Bell lettuce eating stream when I knew you guys were gonna say shit like this to me after the Taco Bell just like came out as a source of like a parasite or something. Okay, listen, just because I enjoyed chalupa from Taco Bell doesn't mean that I condone the spreading of a parasite from Taco Bell across Michigan. Okay, that's not what this is about. And thank you, Fantisia, for the Prime as well. I saw that on the news yesterday, and I audibly just went like, fuck. I was never gonna hear the end of it. It's, they've sourced it as Taco Bell.
Detonator primed.
Keyboard and mouse is usually very personal and preference-based. I don't think that's true. Maybe in this game. I think keyboard and mouse is objectively a better input for shooters in a lot of cases. Unless they have aim assist, is absurd.
Explosives prepared.
The precision on a keyboard and mouse is just better. And you can also get beyond aim assist if you're good enough, though very, very few players are in some games. If you guys want to see people if they have a living aimbot, just look at the top players who play Aim Labs or Kovacs. They'll upload their
Detonator primed. That is all of them. Bring on the monstrosity.
their keyboard and mouse and stuff like that to show people. In a lot of cases, they don't even play shooter games.
guard
They
defenses
just
up
like
on the bridge
game
and
labs.
lure that Xenos Colossus into the kill zone.
Hello, chat. FG, what's up, Dr. Feel Good? It's not Taco Bell's fault, but in media, it is. They're getting scapegoated. Oh shit. My glorious Taco Bell is being scapegoated. Don't worry, Taco Bell. I too have been slandered.
Orders are clear. Advance.
You think Nurgle's behind the Taco Bell lettuce? It was not the Taco Bell lettuce. You take that back. My glorious Taco Bell would never spread a plague across this country.
Astartes! We were not expecting such illustrious company in the rear. We've got a handle on these probing strikes, my lords. It's the relay that's getting hammered right now.
Our target is a hive tyrant. Once we kill it, the relay will be secure.
That's news.
Can't believe they do my Taco Bell like
Without
that.
armor support to tackle a target that big, we may have to bring down the supply bridge.
Our plan requires it.
Is this a withdrawal order?
Hi, do you have a question? Why was Jerry Bolter
Objective
on
is the
Overheating
hive
Purgation
tyrant
last
on
match?
the
Preventing
bridge.
speed.
Defend this position until the Tyranid command unit is
Preventing speed
executed.
version.
Understood, my lord.
So venting speed will reduce your build up. I mean, that one actually kind of fires forever.
Show the Emperor's angels what we are made of. Left flank. Xenos on the roof.
Caution, brothers! Tyranids on the rooftops!
Oh, I gotta say, thank you for all the content, helped me a lot as a new player. I'm glad I could, and there'll be more to come.
They're stacking up. Get up.
The hive tyrant is on its way, but it is a horde of Xenos between you and it. You have its attention. It is moving to intercept. Apply more pressure. Keep your eyes peeled. The Xenos leader beast will be in visual range shortly.
Synaptic servant slaughtered.
Throne, that is one ugly leader beast. I've never seen such an atrocity.
FCG thinks that Taco Bell is the peak Mexican food. Thanks, I know. It is the peak
Detonate the
Mexican food.
charges now.
There are no lies.
Reloading.
As a joke, right? It's a joke, right? No.
Furled it.
Give me a chalupa from anywhere else, and I'll show you a Taco Bell chalupa. And it's true.
We have given the infernal Xenos a fitting.
Gotta be a bit. We don't do bits here in
Not
FCG.
dead. Titus, can you
Taco
elaborate?
Bell is simply the superior Mexican food. Cuisine, really.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay.
It's in the upper echelon of fine dining, like Hungry Man's and K-Cuisine.
Enemy cohesion still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead.
And whatever
Sounds like we
Whopper
have
the
our
CEO of
hands
McDonald's ate.
It is over there,
They're the one that
brothers.
like dropped their
Attempting
company
to
value by
free.
like 10% or something. That one. The world wasn't ready for that Whopper bite. It's not even real food. The FDA. You think we care about the FDA, dude? The FDA. Last time I checked was with FTG. So what if the hold on, what'd you say? The FDA made Taco Bell list as a food supplement. Made those words up.
Fester and rot, Seagulls abomination. Readying next volley.
Oh my god, that was so rude. That's why you take 402 in this class, by the way. You just be dead and horrible.
That zoanthrope has played its last night.
Taco Bell went downhill years ago. They barely even heat their slurries anymore. Taco Queso is real fake Mexican food. Alright. From this point forward, Taco Bell slander will not be tolerated. An inquisitorial decree. Taco Bell slander equals permanent ban. You know what? You might be onto the. I know that's a bit extreme, some people might say, but like when it comes to saving the goodwill, I mean, you see how the media has been treating Taco Bell.
That foe before it calls for reinforcements. Our tactical superiority will best their numbers. Additional enemy forces are incoming. Do not get flanked. Second wave headed toward us. Tyrannies have no vibrant tactics.
Mr. Refugee, how was / is your day? My day is, what's the word, phenomenal. How is your day going? I mean, my day could have been better the other day because my barber fucked up my haircut and then took my last $20, and that was not cool. But it was a haircut so bad, I just buzzed it. I was like, we'll start fresh. Did he rob you? It felt like robbery. Honestly, it felt worse than robbery. I feel like I went in there in a better spot.
Inserting fresh magazine.
Barber messed your shit up, dude. Yeah, messed my shit up. Fucking tossed me a towel and said, that'll be $50. Let's go to $20, but you know.
I will attempt to keep it on your space.
FTG should have done a barber build for him. Yeah, so you're supposed to be using the Argent Edge to cut my hair.
We cannot backtrack.
Delasa, report. We are after the Xenos Overlord. It cannot run forever. Delasa, you cut out. Repeat. We have been cut off from our brethren. The heretics jamming must reach this far. Do not worry. When the Hive Tyrant is dead, the left.
The Dead Space elevator has delivered me to the top. Hey guys, how long do we think Isaac Clarke is lasting as Form of Guns?
Enhanced visuals incoming. Fester and rot. Not abomination.
A lot of warriors.
One less rabbit. Battle power unleashed. Alien bioform eliminated.
It is going up that wall. Let us try to head it off.
Hey, we did it. Look at that. Good guy. Mainly give me a good grenade to spam finally. Very end.
Precisely what we needed.
Isaac's an engineer, so he makes sense to deal with them. That is true. I mean, do we think a plasma cutter is getting through a Hormigon's face? Probably. I mean, I imagine it's gotta be better than a lasgun, right? I don't think the armor is holding up, though, I'll be honest. It's definitely not holding up as well as it does against the Necromorph. We're gonna save the Osspice for the second phase so I can sneak them down. Because I often find that if I don't do that, it will just waste.
Their numbers are no match for our trade.
That is no death spasm. Raw energy readings just shot past fatal levels.
Activating Auspex advantage.
That may not have been optimal. I'm trying to use my pistol and not shove them out of the Ospex, but just wait a little bit. Whatever.
Concussive ordnance thrown.
No, they're probably not going to leave that if I just sit here.
Magazine empty.
I have it, brothers!
Just kill him with the impact. That was pretty peak, wasn't it? Like that. Unfortunately, that build will be gone. Or it won't be gone, but it'll be worse. For now. MCRIB is here.